Good afternoon, friends and fam. Let me get the logistics out the way. You can like my page. You can share my page. You can leave a comment. You can subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification button. That allows you to see the latest videos that comes out. Okay, let's get started. Today's topic: Bowen, who was accused of raping 3 teenagers, must register as a sex offender after his probation was revoked. That shit right here is that real bullshit. I'm gonna read this topic and I give you my opinion and my response after the topic is done. Bowen, a 19-year-old South Carolina resident who was sentenced to 5 years probation after being accused of raping a teenager, and his probation revoked, and was ordered to register as a sex offender on Wednesday after being arrested for public disorderly conduct. Turner, who was charged with first-degree criminal assault conduct for allegedly raping then 16-year-old Coley Best in 2019, pleaded guilty this April to a reduced charge of assault and battery as a part of a deal with the prosecutors. In addition to sentencing him to probation, the judge said he would not have to register as a sex offender unless he violates his terms of the deal. But a month later, Turner was arrested again in Orangeburg after the sheriff deputy found him intoxicated walking down a road late at night. He told the deputy he had 3 drinks at a bar, despite being underage. According to the incident report, when he was brought into the detention center, Turner threatened the deputy, who told him to put on a mask, saying, "If you try to put that mask on me, I will bite your fucking finger off." Turner was charged with violation, probation, public disorderly conduct, purchasing or possessing alcohol as a minor, and threatening a public employee. At his court appearance on Wednesday, his attorney, Jason Turnbull, said Turner admitted to having an alcohol problem. Here come that shit, y'all. That he would like to address through rehabilitation. I've been telling y'all that in all my videos. He also asked Judge Roger Young to take in consideration Turner's young age and his lack of prior record before pleading to these charges. Hold on. The lack of his prior record before pleading to these charges? Shit, he just raped 3 teenagers. Before he allegedly raped Best in 2019, Turner had been accused of rape by 2 other teenagers in 2018. The first teen has declined to be identified publicly. So Sarah Ford, a lawyer with the South Carolina Victim Assistance Network, who represents the victims and their families. The second teen, Dallas Stroller, died of self-inflicted injuries in 2021, and her case against Turner was dropped. Her family said the prosecutor told them it was because Stroller was no longer allowed to testify as to whether the encounter was consensual. Boy, I tell you. Turner, who was represented by these cases by the state senator Brad Hutto, a power Democrat in South Carolina, have a history of fraudulent bond violations. He was out on bond in the case involving Stroller when he allegedly raped Bess in 2019. While on house arrest, in Bess' case, he was found having violated his bond orders dozens of times, visiting golf course, going to restaurants, to the mall, and once even traveling out of state to a car dealership in Georgia. He struck a plea deal with prosecutor in April, voiding a request for his bond to be revoked. Bess' parents, Carol and Darren Bess, told BuzzFeed News in a statement that they were grateful for a measure of adjustments in their daughter's case, but expressed sadness that it took so long to happen, 3 years since Bess allegedly encountered. 3 years, y'all. And he done violated probation so many times it's unheard of. And that the other two cases still has not been resolved. They also said Hutto involved in this case gave Turner favorable treatment. Although what happened to our daughter, the attack, the bullying, the failure of the system meant to protect citizens is bad enough. But these abuse of powers may be recognized as family are committed along with others involving to bring light into what otherwise is a very dark circumstances, they said. Meanwhile, Stroller family had petitioned the second court solicitor Bill Weeks to reopen her case. Her sister, Brett Tabatabu, told BuzzFeed that her family was looking forward to hearing from Weeks office soon. She said a little surprised that Turner probation was revoked. Just because of the way the system has worked for Bowen and not the victim, she said. This is one step forward justice for our girl, and I'm very enthusiastic that we're going to continue to see more. Both Beth and Stroller families have pointed the way their case was handled as an example of how the justice system in South Carolina works against sexual assault victims and their right. Today was a step in the right direction forward, the victim's attorney said, but it certainly doesn't dissolve what these victims have been put through over the past few years. Well, here's my opinion. Well, y'all, as I've been saying, the system has two sides. You have their side and you have our side. This man raped 3 teenagers, 19 years old. Not consensual sex. Still, they gave him probation without registering for a sex offender. Then he violated that. So they want to just have him to register for a sex offender. That's all. A slap on the hand. What about the 3 girls he raped? Now, let's take a step back. Now, if a black 19-year-old boy raped 3 black teenagers, y'all already know what the outcome gonna be. He'd have had 25 to life. This scale of justice is blind. That's why she wear that blindfold. Blind to color, to our color. There's a different standard for them. And the judge said he would not have to register as a sex offender unless he violated the terms of the deal. What kind of justice they got in South Carolina? It's some bullshit. But a month later, he was arrested again. Then he told the police officer he gonna bite his fucking finger off. That's a verbal assault, yeah. What the fuck they do then? Slap him on his wrist again. Turnable charge of violation probation. Public disorder contact. Purchasing and possessing alcohol as a minor. Come on, y'all. And then he have the audacity to ask to tell the judge he got an alcohol problem. He want to address that through rehab. Come on, don't they know how to milk the system? Oh, but you know what? The white folks take care of their own. I get to that because my wife left her comments on this, and that'll be at the end. They take care of their own peoples. It does, man. And then the second teen that he raped, she committed suicide. Come on, I know they got a law against that, though. That's intimidation. That's just fucked up. That's what it is. And then the prosecutor had a nerve to say they ain't got nothing they can't have because she's no longer alive to testify. They know this shit was not consensual. There couldn't be no black man on probation. He get pulled over for a speeding ticket. He going to jail. Violation of probation. They ain't gonna, any already on probation? They ain't gonna revoke his shit and say, take a driving class. Of course not. They gonna make your ass sit there until they decide to give you what probation they want to give you. It's different standards for us. Different standards. And the part that fucked me up, that's right, I'm cussing. The part that fucked me up, while Best was on house arrest, this motherfucker go visit the golf course. He went to the mall, goddamn restaurants. Even went to a car dealership in Georgia. I thought that once you violate your house arrest, that's it, game over. Well, how many chances they gonna give this Caucasian? Too damn many. That's some real bullshit. I know this video is longer than I expected to be, but I'm sorry. Fuck that. There ain't no justice there. None whatsoever, motherfucking ever. Excuse my language. That's why my videos are not for kids. And the attack on the kids, the bullying, the failure of the system. What they doing in South Carolina? Not a motherfucker. Ah, shit. That's what they doing. Shit. They ain't doing nothing. But letting goddamn criminals go. On bullshit. On bullshit. On bullshit. Well, girls, I tell y'all what, y'all stay steadfast. Put it on his ass. He need to be locked up. He don't even deserve to be walking on the street. He need to be in solitary confinement by himself. 24/7. That's where they're probably going to put him anyway, because they're going to beat the shit out of him in jail. Now here's what my wife had left a comment before she went to work. And here's her exact words. There's something our Moorish brothers and sisters need to look at closely. The justice system that is not just, and it has been created by hybrid Europeans for the benefit of their species. It is no news to hear that they are the worst violent animals on earth, only to come to kill and destroy all that is good, pure and true, my friends. Are the Moorish men and women on this planet to supersede their numbers. So you will see that was built into their unum sanctum policy. Look that word up, unum sanctum policy, from Rome, to try to equal the playing field. Doesn't matter. They will lose it. Pathetic. Love conquers all. Shed the light on injustice around the country, north of Mexico, and watch the change that will start from within. Enlighten yourselves about the silent war that has been waged against us since the end of slavery, Juneteenth. Now it's modernized, and we need to come out of the coma and make a difference. She made some good points there. Because they still stopping us for no reason, treating us like dogs, shooting us in the streets like a dog in the street, profiling us like we crazy. Like the mass shooting at the 4th of July parade. Couldn't have been a black man they pulled over. They'd have shot him down. What they do? Arrest him and give him a water bottle. Y'all, please wake up. I keep telling us. We need to wake up. Because they ain't playing with us. They're taking us out every chance they get. And this here, Mr. Bowen, is another issue that they're using to destroy us. Well, y'all, I just looked at my watch. I got time today. Fuck it. I crossed the line today in South Carolina. See you in my next video.